I'm really impressed by this movie. A single XRP Ripple coin could become worth $10,000, 0 cents in just a few hours. The smartest people in the crypto world think this will happen. This clear sign can't be missed. It's all because the case between Ripple and the SEC is over. We haven't won in over 5 years, but now is our chance to shine. It's really impossible to miss. Let us do it one step at a time. No, not to Benny. The SEC and Ripple Labs have been in a long running court case that is almost over. People who use XRP are feeling a mix of excitement, confusion, and cautious confidence. An important XRP expert recently sent out a tweet that caused a lot of fuss. Get ready for the case between the SEC and Ripple to be over. Lots of people in the crypto world are reading every post, quote, and court record to get a sense of what will happen next. This made people want to know more. And crypto researcher Tal said something brave that made everyone in the XRP army jump. The SEC is really, we're going to use XRP for real. People are talking again about XRP's place in the financial system and whether lawmakers should stop fighting Ripple's technology and start using it. The claim is shocking and not clear. While this was going on, Ripple Legal shared a quote from Paul Atkins, who used to be head of the SEC, and said bad things about the IOI's latest move. It's been said that this is good news for markets and producers, and it's especially good news for XRP. The case is still not over, even with all the fuss. The last 17th was the last day. As many people had hoped, the SEC meeting did not bring any progress or even a final decision. If you own XRP, you're mad about the delay. This has led to a lot of different ideas, from ongoing talks to internal pushback. Mark Fagel, a securities lawyer who used to be the regional head of the SEC, stepped in to make things calm down. Fagel made it clear in a detailed statement on X that the delay isn't due to deals or games played behind closed doors, but to the time it takes to follow the rules. His writing said that wasn't the reason for the holdup. The plan paper needs to be written by the staff. The commissioners need to look it over and decide when the vote will take place. Afterward, he made a very clear point. But please don't stop explaining how the SEC works to a former top official. Adding Fagel's point of view gives the talk more weight. He meant that the SEC meets every Thursday behind closed doors to talk about the same thing. It also said that setting up an enforcement vote normally takes 1 to 2 months. The Ripple case was never really going to happen on July 17th. Also, he made it clear that anyone who says they know exactly when this will happen is not telling the truth. He cuts through the stories and gives a clear, if annoying, reason for what took place. This is not a story. It's about how things work at work. An even bigger mess was made when Ripple paid a $125 million 0 cent fine. A lot of people thought the case was almost over. So Fagel said this wasn't true because the payment was made in cash, not XRP. The case is still going on, though. There is still weight on the deal until the sex appeal is thrown out and the commission makes its final decision. People who use XRP are still very hopeful. Ripple has already won big court cases despite all of this. The most important choice was to decide that selling XRP on secondary markets is not the same as giving assets. It was a very good example just to do that. Now, XRP is one of the tokens that is easiest to understand officially in the US. It could be good for Ripple if the last parts of this case go their way. XRP more acceptable to the government, which would let more people use it. A lot of people still don't know what will happen. This is especially true now that it has been said that the SEC might use the technology behind XRP. Some people might not think that's likely, but in the crypto world, what people are guessing about today is often what the news is about tomorrow. One thing is certain, more than just Ripple will be affected by how this case turns out. The whole crypto world will be affected by it. And just when you think you understand, don't think that it's over. Behind the scenes, there's a big deal going on. It's not just that XRP is about to end. The market is also about to go through such a crazy change that even the experts are talking about it behind closed doors. Some crypto fans say it's the biggest surprise of the year. What's going to happen next will not be ready for you. Echoes said everything that was felt in a single text. Very good job. We understand what we have. Like Steph's tweet that says, "This is XRP's best bull run ever." People who are sure of what they think make up the XRP army. We're getting rich. And King Karen's bold claim that XRP is ready to be worth more than McDonald's, it's not enough to be hopeful. It's the thought that something important is going on. This rising momentum is based on a prediction that is hard to ignore. A famous crypto analyst named Bari made a bold and strongly disputed statement that caused a lot of debate in the XRP community. He said that XRP is about to get a strong multi-phase breakout that could make its price go from $4.00 to $10.00, and if everything goes right, to $100.00, or even $1,000.00, which most people didn't think was possible. A lot of people are interested in this statement, but a lot of people don't agree on how attainable these goals are. Bari thinks that $4.00 is what gives the idea its start. As soon as XRP hits $4.00, things could move faster. This is because XRP is getting better. It is being used by more institutions, and the global financial scene has changed so that it is now an important part of cross-border operations and cash flow. As a key part of the new banking system, he wants XRP to make it possible for trillions of dollars to be sent quickly between countries. Long term, Ripple wants to help banks and other financial companies with real world problems. This goal fits with that. As rules become clearer, Ripple's enterprise level solutions are becoming more common. It's possible for this to happen because of programs like the Genius Act, which aims to encourage openness and protect new ideas. In other words, XRP is no longer just a guess. Kind of makes sense and is even important. But some people aren't sure about the idea of XRP going up. Because the jump is so high, some people don't like this. It would take more than $5 trillion in market value for XRP to reach $100.00. That's more than what Apple and Microsoft are worth together right now. For that much growth, a lot of people would have to use it. There would have to be good rules everywhere, and institutions would have to put a lot of money into it. These things could happen, but they're not certain. Traders who, having more experience like the Job and Marks, are more accurate. During this bull run, he thinks XRP could reach $15.00 to $20.00. This is very important if the good mood lasts and big investors start to come back to the space. Mark still didn't fully back the 100 though. It wasn't a short-term plan. He called it an impossible possibility. The people in the neighborhood can feel it too. In a tweet, XRP Avenger said that the price of XRP will still go up. It's going to happen soon. The trip itself might be one of the most interesting crypto stories ever, no matter how much the goal is, right? That's only the beginning. As we move forward with XRP Ripple, let's talk about the partners, affiliates, secret links, and powerful people who are helping us. What's going to happen is not ready for you. Believe me, this place has a lot to see. That's why Ripple recently chose to work with Control Alt on the real estate tokenization project for the Dubai Land Department. This